Hello everybody, welcome back. For my last video, failed to load. You can see that we did not make it far, but this time we got a successful upload to the game. I clicked on the persistent universe, or the universe, which takes me into Olisar. So first, let's get out of this little room and then we'll talk a little bit about some of the adjustments that I've made. Okay. I'll step aside here, give people room to walk by in the event someone happens to come by. Alright, so the first thing I'd like to talk about is some of the adjustments I made to accommodate the PTU version. The previous version, 2.63, I was able to run at a fairly high resolution. I was running at 4K. I have a 55-inch monitor that runs 3840 by 2160 resolution. To accommodate this version, I've downgraded to 1920 by 1080. It's still high res, high def, and I find that the quality is more than sufficient for gameplay. To do that, I went into the graphics, and you can hear the audio cutting in and out, and that's usually an indication that the server has very high traffic. I'm going to adjust my quality to low to see if that helps buffer that. Alright, so my resolution is now 1920 by 1080. I'm still playing at full screen, so I got the max view of my full-size monitor, and I have the quality now set at low. Some of the other things and adjustments that I've made, I use a keyboard very rarely. I'm not a very good keyboard game player, keyboard and mouse, but I still need it in this game for some of the interactions. But for on foot, I have configured the gamepad. I have the drivers for a PS4 installed, and that allowed me to customize my layout. You can make adjustments to the advanced controls here, and I have mine set primarily for on foot. And EVA. And I would like to also, while I'm in here, go ahead and set a few of the controls for hand signals and such. The ones I use the most are the salute. You simply double click to activate, and you choose the button you wish to map to. And I want this one to be a double click, so I'm going to select and hit Y. Another one I like to do is wave. Got that one mapped to my pad up, and also double tap it. And why not? Let's also get the seated sit position mapped as well. That's good enough for now. The only other thing I have configured is some of my interaction. This is where the opening the door comes in, opening and selecting devices within your ship. Basically, when you need to interact with objects, kiosks, vessels, doorways, and etc., you need to have your interaction mapped. I prefer to do most of this via my gamepad, or in this case my PS4 controller, so I've mapped those out as well. I just recently realized that I had this new settings. Learn something new every day. Alright, let's return to the game, get a little gameplay time on. I'd like to try to make it to another planet today, but the frame rate doesn't look great. So, let me see if I can bring that up. So the tilde key brings up the controls. And now you can see in my top right hand corner the frame rate that I'm currently getting. But I don't know if there's any reason why I would keep that displayed the whole time. Let's see if I can turn that off. Yep. You can see by the lag that the server is really heavy right now. Things are just slowing to a crawl. Now, I expect that PTU this time of day, I've just got off of work just like most people have. And we're all probably just itching to get a little bit of game time after work. And this new environment is amazing. Also, one thing I've noticed, when you are selecting objects, and in my configuration I have to use the triangle on my PS4 controller, which I believe is the Y on the gamepad. I forget to toggle it again, and which gets me out of the focus view. The focus view, I'm zoomed in a little bit, and it continues to zoom in a little bit closer as I walk. Toggling it back off, and your view stays normal. It doesn't zoom in as you're walking. So when I'm navigating here in the ship with my controls, I actually have to use my mouse wheel to scroll to find the ship I want. Uh, Today, I'm going to take a Hornet.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Alright, B7 it is. Last time I sat down on one of the chairs, I was there for almost 15 minutes before I just had to reboot the game. I couldn't get out. It just was stuck. I don't know if it was a glitch, a user error, a little bit of both. Before we go out, let's grab a gun. I don't have any weapons on this character. Hello.
Hi, welcome to the store.
Thank you. That's a sweet gun right there.
Got one of those myself.
How's it shoot? Guess she's ignoring me. So this is the Mobi glass. This is the what you use for doing a lot of your interaction throughout the game for inventory and missions and such.
I think you're going to be happy with that.
I also need sidearm. Let's look.
See anything you like?
Can't beat that price.
Got some new inventory in. Definitely worth taking a look. I think you're going to be happy with that.
And what is this?
Got some new inventory in. Definitely worth taking a look. I think you're going to be happy with that.
Well, I think that lady there's a robot because she just says the same thing over and over again. Are you a cyborg? Alright, we'll move on. Alright, so I don't know if I have this weapons equipped, so I'm going to open my Mobi glass. It's F1 on the keypad, or in my case, it's my back button on my controller. So I think the person is my inventory. There's weapons. Primary weapon is empty. I want to pick up my primary weapon. Don't want it to be a sniper rifle. Try this one. Alright. And another weapon. Weapon 2. Let's try that rail gun. Oh wow. That thing is huge. There we go. That'll be good enough for today. I think I can select one more weapon and the sidearm. Utility. Med items. Oh, I need to get some medicine kits. This is my first time really trying to change my inventory for my weapons or anything for that matter, other than I've looked at the clothing and some of my suits. I believe I do have an armor. and both of them are empty. So if I choose this, and I can change out my armor one piece at a time. There we go. And good. Alright. Think I am ready for battle. Looks like my ship is still out there. We haven't crashed yet. Hope I didn't jinx it. So what I did to open the door, a lot of you probably are familiar with this, but for those newbies that are not, you walk up and I use my interact button, which I have set to my trigger finger. Most of the time I'm not interacting with doors while I'm out shooting, so I don't think that's going to be much of a problem. Whoa, that was a weird glitch, it just walked me right into the wall. Alright, so I believe I was on 6. B6. Alright, we're seeing a lot of lag right now. I just hope that I can make it to my ship. I have been told, oh, I guess I'm not in 6. I have been told that the lag in the performance is worse when you're around a lot of other players. So once we can get on our ship and we can get a little bit of ways. Uh-oh. Alright, I think we recovered. Interesting. We have a ghost, or the remnants of someone's parts floating. I was on 7. Alright. So this is the Super Hornet. Nice, beautiful, strong ship.
Takeoff complete.
So for my ship, I used 2 twin Thrustmaster 16,000 controllers. I have mapped them out. Interesting, I'm not steering. I am just staying positioned in the single spot, and my focus is not mapping with me. Oh goodness. So right now, I cannot fly. Unless I use my mouse. I do not like this layout, so I am going to get out here a little ways and then try to make some adjustments. Well, I thought they had that fixed. Yesterday, when I played, I was able to fly and just move my controls freely, and the ship would respond with my right control would respond my pitch and yaw. Well, today, it looks like that is only giving me look, and I have to use my interact button, holding that down on my left joystick, which I have mapped, to steer the ship. Um, I really hope that they adjust for that or make a fix for that. There we go. So what I did is I tapped it a few times, my focus button on my controller, and it crashes on me. Didn't get far today. Oh, I'll try again. Thanks, guys. Hope you gained some knowledge and insight in the game.